Do you find yourself trying to create consistent, purposeful content that truly resonates with your audience, but you see so many posts of other creators that you truly resonate with, that are highly attracting, and you enjoy it, but you cannot find yourself creating those type of posts? Or you doubt yourself and your abilities. You doubt your ability to communicate your message to the world. You have this inner calling to share your message with the world, share that soul desire that you have, share it with the world, but you don't find the right words, or you don't find the right way of doing it, or you don't find how to get it out there. Or maybe when you do get it out there and you start posting something and you start doing something about it and creating something that is tangible and you can see it, you compare yourself. You compare yourself with the work of other creators or with the work of other people, and you're finding yourself stuck in a rut, thinking about how impossible it is to get your inner calling to share your message with the world. You're trying to share value with the world, but you don't find the right way. Well, this video is for you. On the upcoming videos that I'm going to be creating, I'm trying to structure a course for you for free on YouTube about how to turn work into play. For you, a self-aware creator that understands that he has, or she has, or they have, or you have a message for the world. You want to share value. You want to put it out there. You want to start making money from it. You want to share whatever you have for the world. Your abilities, your thoughts, your ideas, anything. You want to put it out there. But you don't want to be working. You want to play with it. You really want to enjoy it. But you still don't get how. You don't understand how to find your voice. That's what we'll be diving deep into this video. The unconscious ego. That's the section of this course. We're going to talk about inhaling. We'll be talking about going within. Inhaling is a process of breathing in, right? Going within is connecting with yourself. Why do we go within? We go within because everything that you're seeing out there in the outside world, other people's content, everything that you see out there, that is yourself, but it's a reflection of what you believe, what you feel, and how you're acting. Therefore, you connect with yourself, you go within to understand yourself, to understand why you have everything that you have out there. Why is this happening to me? Why is that happening to me? What is this showing me? What is this teaching me? The idea is to go within to understand why you are acting the way you're acting, why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and why you believe in the things that you believe. Finally, we're doing this to get your creative abilities outside. Instead of trying to get information from the outside world into you, creating something or finding a way of making it work, we're going to tap into yourself so you can unlock your creative abilities. Because at the end of the day, it's not about getting that course or finding inspiration with another TikTok video or looking for a Twitter thread in order to get ideas to write your newsletter. It's not about what you get from the outside that will truly fulfill you and make you feel purposeful and like your business is going in the right direction, or your life is going in the right direction, or you are aligned. At the end, you're only going to feel fulfilled if you go within, and whatever you're putting out there is coming from within you, from your creative abilities, from your inspiration, and from your ideas. In the end, that is going to be the truly most fulfilling purpose that you're putting out into the world. It's coming from within you. Everything, the structure, the systems, the content, everything comes from within you. Now, when can we connect with ourselves? When can we go within? And I understand it. I'll tell you a story. As I was a kid growing up, I used to focus a lot on the outer world. I used to have a lot of friends. I used to have plenty of friends. I even thought that having a lot of friends was the best way to understand life. Why? Because ever since I was a kid, I loved to inquire about the world. I love to think about how you can get answers. What is there to know? Or does this work this way? And I thought that by having a lot of friends and getting a lot of people to tell me their stories, I was going to understand life. And as you can see, that didn't really work for me, because it's kind of the same thing that you're doing with social media. You're watching a lot of TikTok videos, a lot of Instagram posts, a lot of Twitter threads to get inspiration in order to understand your life. But in the end, that's not truly going to give you the answers that you're looking, because whatever is happening for you or to you definitely is probably happening in the life of somebody else. But the ideas that you get to solve your problems don't come from their solving of problems. They might give you a structure, they might give you a fast way to get there, but the truly resonating content, structures, and systems will come from within you. You will get an idea from watching their content, but the creative abilities are coming from within you. So you gotta find those silent pauses. Now, when I was a kid and I was telling you this story, I used to have a lot of friends. I used to talk to them every single time I could. I used to spend time with them as much as I could, because I had this fear of being alone. I thought that being alone was terrible, because when I was alone, I used to connect with my thoughts. And my thoughts used to tell me that I was not doing good in school, that I was a terrible person, and that I was really hypocrite. Now, as a kid, that is not easy to understand or to even feel within you. So I used to spend a lot of time with them in order to avoid my own thoughts and my own mind and feeling alone. Now, what is that telling you? Or what was that telling me? As I look back and realized, the idea is to actually embrace those moments where you're alone, where you're connecting with your thoughts in your mind. Because those thoughts in your mind are actually telling you something. They're trying to show you an experience that you're not seeing correctly. Sometimes my thoughts used to tell me that my friends are being terrible people with me, and that the love that I'm giving them is not actually being reciprocated. They're actually just being hypocrites and they don't like me. Now, I know that's hard to hear, but it can work the same way when we're talking about creating ideas to make content online, for example. Because instead of taking time to go within you by taking a walk, going to the gym, or simply journaling, meditating, and sitting within you, you're watching content, you're getting ideas, you're finding the next method, the next course. And that is like me when I was a kid, trying to be with my friends all the time instead of spending time with myself. With silent pauses, I mean those moments where you naturally get the opportunity to connect within you, to have a moment to listen to your thoughts, to understand your feelings, or to even not take action at all and just sit with the silence. Like right now, taking a breath, sitting with the silence, and learning from what comes within you instead of finding the next thing outside of you. You're never going to get what you want if you keep finding it out there. Because whatever is out there is a tool for you. It's a tool of reflection. It's teaching you something, but it's never going to get you to empower yourself and create what you want to create. It's only going to teach you a reflection of what you're not seeing, so that you can actually learn from that, take it in, empower yourself, and create a new thing, a new experience, a new person, a new situation, new things. So when do you connect within? On those natural silent pauses that you feel that life is bringing you. Taking a walk, journaling, going to the gym, at the shower, whenever you can, that you realize that there is silence and there is solitude, and there's only your thoughts, your feelings, and you. Connect within you. Try to see what's coming up. That will give you the creative abilities that you're looking for. Now, let's give you some examples. Your life is a big silent pause. I know that's pretty hard to understand, but if you think about it, you're only a vehicle for consciousness. You're only something that is putting energy out there through your body. You get an idea, an inspiration, a thought, and then you find the way to create something to make that idea, thought, or inspiration a reality. Think about starting a business. If you really want to start a business that is purposeful, that comes from your soul, you might think that the higher powers, your higher self, or this energy out there has given you the spiritual gifts that you have in order to create something meaningful in the world. That is being a vehicle for consciousness. If you can allow more silent pauses, you will get higher download or higher energy moving through you to create something more meaningful, more creative, and a lot more incredible. As long as you're connecting with yourself through those silent pauses. Your life is a big silent pause. But let's talk about the specific examples. In your life, when do you feel that you are in solitude, in silence? Where in your life do you get those chances to connect with yourself? Maybe in your routine, in the morning, right before you wake up, you have that feeling that, oh shit, I gotta get this ready, I have this to do, I have that to do. What if you just sat with that feeling, with those thoughts? What if you just heard what your mind was telling you? Instead of acting and reacting, you responded. Instead of reacting to what your mind is telling you, you connect within yourself, understand what the thoughts are coming out, and respond to them ever so slightly. That's one example. Maybe when you're coming back from the gym, you're on the car, you're driving alone, and you can be thinking about a gazillion different things. But instead of thinking about a gazillion different things, take it as an opportunity to ask yourself a question, let your subconscious mind rest and find that answer, and then pull it out from within you. So as you're getting into your car, you just go, what do I need to create for my business to scale it? And then you go jump into your car and start driving. All of a sudden, a ton of different ideas, 100 different ideas, 1,000 different ideas come from your mind, from within you, that give you the most incredible, powerful resources. Instead of looking for the next YouTube video or the next thread, you could get it from within you. And I understand that sometimes it's difficult to connect with yourself and actually feel that those ideas are coming out. So I'm going to give you another example. Say you're actually going through your Instagram feed to get some inspiration and ideas to create content from people that you follow, that you resonate with. It's okay. A lot of people do that. I do that. We all do that, because sometimes you're not feeling creative. You're not feeling in tune with yourself. So you go out there to find some inspiration and some ideas. Cool. If you're going to do that, then at least give yourself a chance to sit with those ideas that you're getting outside and put them within. So you're scrolling, you're watching, you find an idea, you love the idea. Take it to a Notion, take it to a Word document, take it somewhere out where you can expand on that idea. Or don't even take it anywhere, just read it, sit with it, and contemplate it in your mind. So for example, that idea tells you the best way to make money online is to create content that adds value. Cool, I'll start doing that. But that's the first thing your mind's gonna tell you. But instead of just jumping into that, sit with the idea and say, okay, cool. So if the best way to make money is to create content that adds value, how can I add value? What type of content can I do? And then you start asking yourself some questions and you sit with it. Maybe your mind doesn't actually give you questions as a first instance, but at least if you sit with the idea, then you can start seeing how you could implement that idea. Or if it's not questions that you ask yourself, just do something that comes from within. You see that piece of content, go for a walk. Take that piece of content for a walk. You start thinking about what the idea told you. Making money online, adding value, creating content. Go for a walk, see what your subconscious mind gives you or even shows you outside, and take it from within to create something new. Instead of finding, and trying to find the perfect formula, create the perfect formula by using the ideas that you're getting outside and taking them from within. So your life is the perfect example of where you can find those silent pauses. I just gave you 3 different ideas. Maybe your life is different. Maybe in your life you don't get those constant silent pauses. Then get in contact with your breath. Start breathing. Start focusing on your breath. When you focus on your breath, you naturally start finding those silent pauses. Because every time you go, that's a pause right there. That's a moment to connect within you. That's a moment of an ending to create a new beginning. And instead of reacting to the new beginning, you can see what happens and flow a little bit more. Then you create a silent pause in your life that you can connect with. But that's a lot of airy-fairy concepts, right? That's a lot of theory. Let's get down to the practical. How do you go within yourself and create time to connect with yourself? Ignoring distractions. The world nowadays is filled with distractions. We're all over the place. You might have not realized, but if you stick until this part of the video, you probably did. I didn't make edits on the video because I don't value the whole editing things and getting your attention and finding a way to keep your attention, and I want to stay with your attention, I want you to pay attention. No, I value that if you find this valuable, then you'll stay and you'll realize that it's trying to add value to your life so that you can create value for your own life through the ideas that I'm giving you. But the point is, ignoring distractions is what's actually going to get you to connect with yourself. Because in the world that we're living today, we got 300 tabs open, we have 3 podcasts on the background, and we are even tapping on the table to create some surround noise to get our mind to be active all the time. We're always trying to do the next thing, move in the next direction, create the new thing. It's always acting, putting it out, focusing on the outside world, But we never give ourselves the chance to go within, connect with ourselves, and look within. Now, the only way you can do that is by ignoring distractions. And how do you ignore distractions? Well, it's not that difficult. Put your phone down, close the 300 tabs that you have open, and stop tapping the table. Or, other 3 different examples, just put your phone in the other room when you're actually trying to connect with yourself. Go to the gym without music, and go for walks without your phone. At the end of the day, connecting with yourself is as simple as ignoring distractions. And to ignore distractions, you can also stop trying to find for more content ideas and start putting your ideas on paper. Sometimes if you can just open a tab on Notion, open a tab on Word, or just put a piece of paper in front of you and grab a pen, get your ideas out there, your creative abilities come out of nowhere. Sometimes if you just stick to it enough, you might be having a terrible day, but if you start writing things on a computer or on paper, ideas start coming out, and the first batch of things is probably going to be terrible. But if you stick with it, after a couple of minutes, you'll find that new ideas are coming, the best ideas are coming. Because if you ignore distractions and allow whatever is coming from within to come out, then you're creating the best abilities. You're creating the best things because it's coming from within you. You're connecting with yourself, with your source of creation. Finally, be compassionate. This is a process. It's a journey. It's an awakening, if you want to call it that. You have gone through a spiritual awakening, probably. You have realized that this whole life is an awakening. That every single time you have an experience, that experience adds up to another experience and another experience and another experience. What I'm trying to tell you here is doing all of this is not easy. It's simple because I just gave you 6 different concepts that you can look at them right now, remember them, take them in, and put them into action. That's simple, but it's not easy. So what I'm trying to tell you with be compassionate is surrender to the process. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the suffering. Enjoy the joy. Enjoy everything. It might be hard, and I get that. So I'm going to teach you a simple, subtle nuance to be compassionate with yourself. When you find yourself in the hustle and bustle, trying to find the right formula, your mind is buggling. It's only telling you to do something because you're not doing anything and you're a worthless piece of... You should not succumb to the negative thoughts. Instead, accept that whatever is coming up and this feeling that you're feeling is probably because you're resisting something that is trying to show you something that is coming from within you. There's something bubbling up that you're resisting, therefore it's creating a compressing effect that is causing you to feel bad. But if you only accept that it's coming from within you and that you gotta let it out, you'll start feeling better. So when I say be compassionate, I say try to do your best. Do your best. Be your best. As long as you're always accepting that you're doing the best that you can and that the present experience is always perfect, you're always going to do the right thing. Therefore, what I'm trying to tell you, finally, be compassionate with yourself, but always connect with yourself before you find ideas on the outside. That's been how to turn work into play, the unconscious ego, going within by inhaling. The first video of this whole course that I'm going to be creating. On the next video, I'm going to be talking about the formula to connect within you, the method to connect within you constantly, and a perfect example to understand life and an analogy that goes perfectly with the whole course, the canvas. How your life is simply a canvas where you can be the canvas, the painter, or the paintbrush painting the picture. But in essence, life is a canvas of you painting yourself. Let that sink in. That's been all of it. Now subscribe to the channel if you like this, post notifications on. If you truly value the content, I would appreciate a comment, your feedback. I want to know more about how is this resonating with you. If you feel like this has helped you, then please post a comment. And if you feel that there is something that you could add or another idea that you have on top of this, I would be more than welcome to listen to your ideas. So like the video, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram as the.intuitiveheartist. You can follow me. I'll put the tag on the description. That's all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have an incredible awakening experience. I'll be here rooting for you, supporting your journey from afar.